Hey guys, welcome to Agony and Me with me being Agony and you guys being the me part, because you guys are going to be joining me on this journey called Life. And today for a life, I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a background story or story time about how we are moving out. So my husband and I, my name is Abigail and my husband is Brian. We have been living with his parents for 5 years, about 5 years, and we now have a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. So we actually just rent one bedroom. We have a bedroom and a restroom assigned to us based on like how his parents, they were gracious enough to give us a restroom of our own. And so we have that. Brian has a little office like separate from the house, and so we kind of use that as a bit of a storage area as well. But other than that, we just mainly live in this bedroom where we have our play areas and our like everything put away. So it is pretty cluttered. Our stuff, we try to make it as organized as possible, but there's always like so much with kids. So we were wanting to look for a new place. Brian just had gotten a new job and he said, this is our budget. You can start looking around for different places. And so that's what I did. He wanted to stay close so that he can keep coming for lunch and just not taking care of, but so that he can keep like coming over and seeing the kids, you know, visiting me a little because he misses me. I'm living his life. And so that's what I did. I started to just look around our area, and I started to quickly realize that these places were not available. So a lot of places in our area were either expensive or they were just not available. And so it was just one day that I just stayed up and I started to visit this website called Trulia. And on Trulia, and it is not sponsored, but I just decided to give you guys the name so that you guys can go ahead and try it out yourselves. But on Trulia, it like gives you the option of saying I'm interested. So with that, you kind of just put like I'm interested, and they will contact all these different places for you, and they will contact you back. So I stayed up literally like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I started putting interested, and the next morning I got a call back from a place, actually the one that we got, our home, and she was just saying like, oh, are you available? And I said, we are, but only from like 2:30 to 3. And she was like, oh no, until 5. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, from 2:30 to 3. And she said, oh no, until 5. And I said, no, like it has to be from like 2:30 to 3. And she was just like, okay, we'll do it. So we came over and we started like having a walkthrough of the place. She was giving us like a bit of information about it and the pricing. And right after that, we went and we saw another place which we really didn't like after we saw this place, because this place really had a lot of the things that we were looking for. And so I just decided that we were not going to go with the other place, but we were going to go with this place. And we quickly informed her that we did want to put in an application, and she said, you know what, you need to put in the application because I'm going on vacation for the holidays. And so we were kind of like, okay, we'll try to get it as quick as possible. We were actually very busy that day, so we didn't get to put in the application till like 8 o'clock at night. And then the next day I informed her that we turned it in and that we had a co-signer. Also, she was my sister, but she did help us by being a co-signer. So not only did we get everything turned in, but we got all the application fees and everything. But she was like, okay, I'll take a look at it. And it happened to be that she left for vacation. So she left for vacation for like a whole week, and we didn't know anything about anything. And then she looked at it and she was like, you're missing this information. So we're trying to get in the information. She was like, you're missing phone numbers, or like these people aren't answering. So we had to try to get like phone numbers from people to answer. And then it was just like, oh, you know, it just seemed like it wasn't going to work out. And we're just like, this is not cool. Like, it's not working out. I don't think this is going to like really go through. So we started looking other places like online, but I was just kind of like, well, God, if this isn't your will, then just let us find somewhere else, you know. And if it is, then let us just get accepted. So I kept praying about that, and somehow it would always be like, oh, okay, this looks good for you. Oh, okay, this looks good for you. This looks good. So I just was like, we're getting dragged along. So I kind of feel like, I guess the Lord wants us to be here, because we just keep getting our hopes put up by the, I don't know, like the person or agent. So yeah, it ended up being 2 weeks later, and that on a day she was like, well, I talked to the people, we are gonna need a bigger deposit, and if you guys are able to give the bigger deposit and come in today to bring, or was it? Yeah, no, she said not today. Yeah, I think it was that day. Like, oh, if you can accept it or whatever, then you guys will be able to get the place. And then so we're like, oh my gosh. So basically we got accepted. We just need to give a bigger deposit, and then it was just pretty exciting. After that, my husband just made an appointment. He went in and he signed, or he took money. He took the deposit, and then after that, we just, what did we do? We went in and signed a contract like 2 days later. 2 days later, we signed the contract and got the keys. Oh no, lies, we didn't get the keys. So we signed the contract, and then she said we needed to do some things with like gas and electricity, having our account set up. And after that we would meet up on the 15th and get the keys, because we were supposed to move in on the 17th, but she's like, hey, you know what, I'll give you 2 extra days too without paying them on your prorated rent. So yeah, thank you very much. And we were able to move in on the 15th. So on this day, I'm actually trying to get organized and have still a decent room where we can lay down and like still have a space, because we're still going to be moving into the next day and we just have a total mess. So I kept pressuring my husband, like, we need to like do something, we need to pack, we need to like get this in order. And he was just like, you know what, when the day comes, we're going to get everything and it's gonna happen, and that's it. Like, either we get it all done in 1 day or in 2 days, but you know, it's gonna get done and that's it. And so I guess he was really right, because just as you see like the big giant bags, he's like, that's why I didn't want everything packed, to just have everything going from one side to the other, and that's just not cool. He just really didn't want that. So I just tried to do as much as I could, or like trying to declutter and take out clothes that we didn't need, take out everything that we just weren't going to take with us, toys. I started putting out a bunch of things in front of our house, and they would just get picked up and taken, so then I didn't have to deal with it anymore. But I still had a lot of things, because we're 4 people. You know, a baby with a bunch of baby shower gifts and a bunch of things, and you know, that's totally a blessing that we just have so much, and that everyone has blessed us with so much. And so yeah, I am kind of like the steward, or I'm the homemaker. I'm in charge of everything, organizing everyone's things, making sure everything is clean and ready to go. So I had been washing and just trying to make sure that everything that we were taking was clean, so that I didn't have to wash anything in our new house, because in our new house we don't actually have a washer and dryer. We just have what do we have? That's it. A house. We didn't even have a microwave or a refrigerator. That all came from our home. And so yeah, all of these things are just like slowly having to get put together. But I mainly did all the getting ready, and like, as you guys can see here, I went and did a huge load of laundry, and you know, just having to do mom things while doing all these home things, and it's just crazy, but so worth it. How's it going?
Dude, I don't understand why that's not at this one. It's very annoying.
Baby! Hold on. I'll take care of it. I had it all in my hand. so this is the update because I washed a bunch of stuff. They're just gonna go in a big black bag. So my husband took off those doors because we're gonna be transporting and we have glass on them. And then I'm just gonna empty out this closet. This is gonna probably stay there. This right there. This stuff. And then put these in a bag. Fill this with boxes. Put those in there. And then put those in a bag. And yeah. So this is what he was talking about. I put this in front of the door. But oh no, they're back.
Your keys nothing work. Nothing work. This doesn't work.
Are you gonna grab it?
Yeah.
You're gonna grab the premium?
Ah, no, mi amor.
No,
Lo vas a matar. Se va a morir. I could you. A ver. Okay, ven. Vente. Pero es que este es un animalito.
No, aquí no es tu phone. A papel sí.
Oh, okay. ¿Yo te ayudo? A ver si brinca.
Excuse me.
Ah! It's crawled too fast now. Ah! Mira.
Barbie.
Elias, ven, 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 Elias. He's just following you, babe. That's why. Okay, that was fast. Ah. Sí, yo lo puse allí. Ok, voy a arreglarnos. Vamos a irnos a la tienda.